Okay, alright, doing a little testing. Hello, Common Jojo. Hello, Danny Boy. Are you a fan of Fatal Fury? It's a very manly series. I know about it, but I haven't really dived in. I know I saw the movie, and I know I saw the OVAs many years ago, but I don't remember what happens in the OVA at all. I would have to rewatch it. Let me go back, grab the controller, and turn on the fan. So I need to tweet about this. Going to Twitter. Or to X, as it's now called. Let's see, anyone else yet? Before I can start doing stuff. Excuse me. Ba-da-bum-bum. I'm kind of curious, how am I going to do this also? Guess I'll swap it to it.
I got bombs in these arms.
Think of some more. Oh, okay, there's more stuff now. How's the Takeshi read going? I personally stopped at the Mummy arc and wonder if any other arc really surpasses it, and especially for Tony's character writing. I don't know if Tony is going to be more relevant in the future, because I was reading some of the Shimabu notes, and as weird as it sounds, like, he liked the beginning of the Mummy arc, but he didn't like how it ended. He wasn't... I don't know, he was just really upset by the ending. I don't know why. I guess because of how dark it got. Because I read I read the next serious arc, because it seems Shimabukuro is committed to keep things humorous. Because usually in some series, once they go into the Battle Shonen section, they never change back. But this seems to be a case where, you know, he's still willing to go back to the comedic roots and stay that way. The next series arc is pretty hardcore from what I saw, even though it's only 13 chapters. Okay, I'm gonna X out of this now, I think. Because the last Takeshi arc that's in the... It's called the Mobi arc, and that thing is just... It went out there. It was basically a pre-Toriko. That's what it was. Because of they even have their own power system. Like, instead of ki or power levels, it's called guts. It was all about how much more guts a character has. Because they're on this island because they need to save their dog. Takeshi needs to save his dog because they need to get the blood of someone called Mobi. And they go to Guts Island. I think it was called Guts Island. I don't remember now. But they come across a few creatures, and then the way that arc ends, like that final fight, there isn't that much fighting in it actually. Just the whole tone is just so different. It's a really short, really short arc. I don't know, but when it gets to that final fight against because the main villain they're fighting is an animal called I don't want to give too much away, but his name is Mario. Mario of all things. I don't know what's up with these regular names for these big time enemies. And the fight is brutal. It's just so... It's incredibly violent. There's actually a few... there's like one death. One death and a couple of... gory moments in that arc. I'm just thinking, this is the same manga. How is it possible? But then afterwards it goes back to comedy, and I know it's gonna go into a serious stuff later on. Hello, Kamen Jojo. No, I still haven't played any Yakuza games, even though I downloaded 2 of them. No, I'm not really a Persona fan. The Mummy arc felt like an entirely new manga. Silly lowbrow gag stuff to a violent, gritty battle series. The Moby arc is is gorier than than the Mummy arc, like by a lot. It's just absurd how that happened. Because there's even a transformation sequence and a bunch of other like really hardcore stuff. And I just couldn't I couldn't grasp that. Yeah, this is gonna be. I was kind of wondering if some of the changes that happened there was gonna be permanent, and I shouldn't have tried to grab that. That was a mistake on my part. Alright. Oh, Takeshi, I don't know. Wow, I actually couldn't break through that. Yeah, this arc of Takeshi was like super hardcore, the Moby arc. I'm just curious, like, where does it go from here? Oh, let me see if there's any more. I aimed at the wrong one. Alright, let me see if there's any more going on, and I'll just leave it there. I still wonder if I should come back to it just to re-experience Tony's depressive character arc again. I say just keep reading, and just some of the comedic stuff is like hit or miss. Are the Storm Fist of the North Star Fig? Oh, the Storm Fist of the North Star Figs dead? I don't know, because Storm Collectibles has not done anything at all with that. I want to say the closest thing we got in is I don't know if you heard that they're making a Cyber Blue figure. So far that's the most Kenshiro Hokuto no Ken thing we got in from Storm Collectibles. It's supposed to come out, supposedly it'll come out by the end of this year, but I doubt it. In terms of anime stuff, I've been keeping up to date. I just haven't been interested in making videos about it. I'm gonna lose my health if I don't do something about this. Yeah, that didn't work. Whatever. They've been making progress in other anime titles, like everything except for Fist of the North Star. And Cyber Blue, it was probably grabbed as a package deal to whatever they were going to do with Fist. I don't know if they're gonna make more Cyber Blue figures, or they're just going to make just Blue himself and that's it. Because he's equipped with a lot of stuff, and he has a removable jacket, so he could do the shirtless design. In terms of, they're making progress with Gotcha Man. That one just barely came out. Trying to think what else came out. Baki, if you order directly from Storm, like Baki's already available in hand. But he seems to be sold out like everywhere in terms of pre-order. So I don't know, because on Amazon he's supposed to show up supposedly next week. That's when he's supposed to come in stock, and I'm waiting to see if that actually happens. Because other places like Entertainment Earth, the Big Bad Toy Store, Baki's sold out everywhere. And it seems that Baki's gonna be like a one-time thing, because they're only gonna make 3 figures for the line. They still haven't revealed who the third character is supposed to be. Because Yujiro Hanma's already up for pre-order. That came out like a couple of weeks ago. I think it was this month. I was supposed to make a video about that, because that was like some really surprising confirmation news, only I just never... That Donovan didn't die? Trying to think what else was there. Oh yeah, Gotcha Man. Gotcha Man came out already. He's already in stock. and they're supposed to make June the Swan, and so I'm assuming they're gonna go all in for the Gatchaman team at least. But I have no idea if they're going to, or if they're even able to do other Tatsunoko characters. But I'm not exactly like looking forward. Because I actually have like another Gatchaman toy already, so that's part of the reason why I shouldn't have gone for that. I'm not going for it, or at least maybe not till later. Because I kind of don't picture him going out of stock like a bunch of other Storm figures, and I'm surprised freaking Shiva can take that. It's actually dangerous for me to use the... Oh, crap. Yeah, am I done? No, I'm still not done, but I doubt I'm gonna have enough health. Ah. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough health to take on Mr. X. It's gonna be out to pure luck right here. Unless I use a star, but I don't wanna. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't be Mr. X. I wasn't expecting Shiva to actually withstand the rush attacks. I'm assuming the third Baki character is going to be Pickle. It could possibly be Jack Hanma due to the way Baki Do has been going. Maybe. I'm gonna get hit by the fire, aren't I? Yeah. I'm gonna... Yeah. I was too close to that. Oh, seems like a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Who cares? It's possible to still... Oh, yeah, okay. One of them is gone for sure already. Because it's still possible to get the S rank without... Even with this, with some deaths and not having a full stars. But I'm pretty sure it differs between difficulty levels. Yeah, so in terms of Vista North Star toys, the only progress we've been getting for the past couple of years is Medicos. Because we already got Kenshiro, Rao, Jaggy... Oh, I got an A. Oof. Kenshiro, Rao, Jaggy, and Souther. Because we're getting the variants of Kenshiro at the end of the year, supposedly in October with the Muso Tensei version. And then there's going to be the Rao Muso Tensei, and Ray's still in the prototype stages because we saw like an unpainted model. But hey, he's finally coming, like, more or less. He's definitely a next year figure. It's like the only thing for this year would be the Kenshiro, like, Muso Tensei, and the Souther that came out earlier. Also, while on the Shimabu note stuff, it's also nice seeing the fan art, but it's weird to realize how popular the series got with the boys' love crowd, considering the characters' ages. Oh yeah, that's... Because they don't look... None of them look like 7 years old at all. None of them do. Because it's also weird because there's actually a chapter with Bonchu about this girl that likes him and she's 13. And her other friend is like asking, like, how old is he? How old is he even? 7? It's like, what's it just seems awkward. I'm gonna kick a boomerang because that's how Shiva does it. Palm strike. That's totally how you use a boomerang. It's like freaking Goemon with Japanese food, and that's how stubborn he is. Oh wow, it actually kicked me before I could do it. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, come on. I didn't need to do that. Apparently they can't even take two of them. Yeah, it's not gonna reach. They're not in the right position. Oh. Here comes the big... Oh, okay. I don't know why he slowed down there. Let me look another comment. Oh, that might be the reason why I didn't get DS rank, because I just stood still. Oh, let's see. It's weird they did that first. Storm Collectibles made a post today with the background pic, which was like a Fist of North Star destroy a building, and the first 10 people to guess right would get the figure. Oh, really? I didn't even know about that. I'm gonna have to look at that then. Yeah, it's mostly the gags have to stop me from continuing Takeshi a couple years back. Couldn't calm down my blood and see a silly baseball gag art of the Mummy arc. Well, wasn't the baseball before that? Like, I want to say that it was. Maybe we can get anime hero toys for Fist of North Star. Or what I'm hoping for is for Jada toys to start grabbing some more anime stuff, because it got the Cyber Edge. I don't got the title right because I haven't seen that. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I think that's what it's called. I still haven't seen the anime, nor have I have heard the negative reputation of the game and its promotion with Keanu Reeves. Well, at least I got the points. New life. Get over there. Because Jada Toys has recently done Street Fighter, or they're starting the Street Fighter line, and so far it's doing better progress than Storm, mainly because if I go down, I won't be able to get the turkey anymore, and then even though I want to get 1,000 points instead. Because the problem with Storm Collectibles is just that you can't really complete almost anything with that, especially not with how much they're charging you. And I'm kind of wondering, like, why they're charging so much? Is it because they're actually, like, because they're Chinese imports? Is that the whole reason? Because because it used to be cheap. Because I remember I got a Chun-Li. Yeah, I forgot. I can't do that. Oh well, I guess I'll go the hard way. Because I got the first edition. Well, the first release of Chun-Li. The actual blue colors and everything, and that was like $60. But lately, Storm's been going up in prices, and to the point where almost every figure is $100 toy. When before, it would have been manageable. Because I'm gonna use Streets of Rage as the example, because you can't even get a good startup for Streets of Rage. They have Axel Stone, but he's been out of print for about 3 years, I think, and they haven't released another character because supposedly Adam Hunter is the next one in line, but by the time he comes out, how are you gonna really start the line when Axel Stone is out of print? It also doesn't help that like something like Axe Battler from Golden Axe like sold out. So what they do instead of a reissue is like, oh, we'll give you a reissue, but now he's like in an even more expensive set. Before he was like 120 with himself and the dragon. Now it's like, oh, you gotta spend like over $200 because now he comes with a dragon and 2 skeletons. That's our reissue. And don't get me started on the TMNT sewer lair. That's $300 for 3 walls and a few accessories. Because like that's what everyone's talking about right now in the toy community. That and the Cat Slayer, because Cat Slayer is like, well, it's understandable why that damn thing is over $600 for a playset, but the Turtle Sewer Layer is just shit. It's by comparison. I missed. What happened there? Oh, I hope that I don't lose connection, because I'm seeing like some sort of disclaimer. Why can't I hit you guys? I'm trying to get in the right lane. Surprised I couldn't continue the air combo. Oh, you know, I'm an idiot. Right here, I should be doing the I should be doing my star special, but I'm not. I guess I'll save it for the next floor. As soon as I get rid of these Donovans. Yeah, come on, summon all of you guys. I think I maybe done it a little too early. Because I haven't seen that many pop out. Final crash. Ah. Let's see if this makes a difference. Or I will just die fighting. As long as none of them throw anything at me, then I'll be okay. Let's see if I can make it to that health bar. Okay, I did it. And to be honest, when it came to Streets of Rage 4, I had to look up a bunch of tips. Because I didn't know that you're supposed to get rid of the one with the white shirt first. Because otherwise all the enemies will just keep spawning non-stop. Yeah, okay, I survived that. Wasn't expecting to. Let me go back to the are you Mexican? If you are, too, I am also Mexican. Well, technically I'm Hispanic because I wasn't born in Mexico, but yes, I do have like a Spanish Mexicano association. It's in my blood. I wonder if Shimabukuro wouldn't have done what he did in the series and get canceled because of Takeshi would have gotten an anime. He had a Shonen Jump Festival OVA alongside One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. I don't know, because Shimabukuro was like, some of his gags do have a little bit of that risqueness of maybe this was inevitable to happen, but at the same time, he does come off as a little bit weird and super energetic. He mentioned that he was getting, I forgot where it was. I guess that he was caving into the pressures of being a mangaka. Because he was mentioning a few things, that his bike got stolen, but he managed to get it back. And I forgot what other thing he was saying. I know there was something else, but my head is drawing a blank in terms of, well, what was up with Shimabukuro's mindset? Because I know in some of the chapters he mentioned, like with the comedy stuff, the reason why he invented the mummy arc is that he was actually running out of ideas with the gags, and he also felt for his manga series to keep going, he couldn't just keep doing like jokes. But the weird part is that even afterwards he felt like, well, I wanted to do jokes again. So I don't know, maybe his main thing was always doing comedy, and the action is just like a surprising thing that he could do. So I don't know, because even then with Toriko, he didn't really do that much comedy, but there was some in it. And I feel like all of his other one-shots, he was doing the comedy stuff, but I don't know, like what's what's up with him in his head. Sakigaki Dokojuku action figures would be nice too if it was popular enough. The only ones that exist are the ones in Japan. Because there's a few toys out there, but over here, like I don't know who would do that. Who would dedicate a toy line to, unless it's a Shonen Jump toy line, and then you could just slip in characters that way, like sort of like a Marvel Legends style Shonen Jump toys where we just do Shonen characters, do the entire library. You can do so much with that. What's well, you know what? Let me do boss rush. That way I could just let me experiment. Because I'm gonna stick with the flying scythe anyways. Because I was checking the training mode, I was kind of surprised how much damage the grenade actually does. Police tackle. The flashbang does enough damage compared to the air grenade, but I'm gonna stick with surgical strike just because it's guaranteed to do damage. Because there are times where the enemy could just like miss that shit entirely. Yeah. Oh, no, wow, I didn't get hit. I didn't expect that. Because I've been practicing a lot with boss rush. Oh. Also, by now you probably realize the overall lack of maturity anime fans had towards Vinland Saga Season 2. Some even claiming to be the most boring... What? Yeah, this anime was too good for them then. If you're complaining that Vinland Saga Season 2 was bad, and if they're complaining that these are the same people that claim, oh, you gotta read Vinland Saga, you gotta watch this show, then no, this anime is too good for you. You ignorant masses. Oh. Season 2 is like the whole core of Vinland Saga. Like season 1's not that it is important, yes, but like all that shonen stuff just like really held it back. It's like, when will you let me fight you, Askeladd? I don't know, Thorfinn. Why you go take Thorkell's head, and then I'll challenge you to a duel. Like, okay, Askeladd. Like freaking Sasuke Uchiha here. Because the season 1 did have good moments towards the end, and then like because the freaking Vikings of Askeladd's crew are so freaking irredeemable. They're horrible people. You should not be rooting for them, and it doesn't help that the anime sort of adds like some triumphant music in some scenes. I forgot what scenes it was. Whenever they're hanging out, all of this before they murder the people on the snow farms, in that snow village. Everything before that, there's too much chumminess with that crew, and I detest that because these are like terrible people. They have like no concept of they don't know what love is. They couldn't even grasp the idea that maybe we shouldn't be hurting all these people for our trial to Valhalla. Because gosh, the shit that happens in that series, man, it's just so bleak. But season 2, that's where everything goes, man. That's where everything like comes together, especially all that like purgatory scenes. Because like, is this Valhalla? No, no, Thorfinn. This is a. Actually, I don't know if he says that he calls it hell or not, but whatever that hellish area is, you gotta carry all those bodies with you, Thorfinn. This is what you did. Oh, fuck. That's not the target I wanted to tackle. Ah, man. Ah, shit. Freaking Barney. Oh, I didn't even realize I did the police tackle. I wanted to do the grenade. Let me talk a little bit about Streets of Rage 4 right now, because I feel that the commissioner, as a boss, is like, they raised the ante, like, really fucking high for the second boss. Because the guy has got, like, a lot more armor than the first one. And then it also doesn't help that you gotta deal with a bunch of... I did not time my jump right. You gotta deal with, like, a bunch of shit. Because the Barney... technically, like, I don't know if it's just Barney or the other cops can do it too. I haven't really paid attention. Oh, God damn, I missed that. That was like a clear shot. Yeah, I wasted my grenade. Come on, get over here. Alright. Because the commissioner, like, as you can see, he can grab the hell out of you. Let me pause this because it's not even the right boss anymore. Because he can grab the hell out of you. And he'll reach you all across the screen. It doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't just slow down halfway or anything. There's no way to slow him. You could slow him down if you throw, like, the taser at him or something electric. Then he'll slow down a little bit, but the attack will continue right afterwards. But it's an incredible command grab because it goes from the entire side of the screen. It is dodgeable. You can go down, you can go up, you can jump it, you can like do your charge move to defend yourself. There's ways around it, but it's just crazy how he could just grab you. And then the officer Barney, he's got the guy. He's the one cop with the darker blue uniform. Like his command grab is so much faster than freaking the commissioner. If they made Barney a boss, they wouldn't. That would be more dangerous. Because the officer Barney is so freaking fast with his to grab. It's faster than the commissioner. But it also feels like he has a stand. It feels like I'm fighting like Okuyasu's the Hand, because he just grabs you like nothing. And then meanwhile, this S&M moment here that's going on where the Garcias are getting so turned on that they become invincible, except for tosses. Ah, goddamn! I messed up. I didn't realize I grabbed one. Shit. Ah, come on. I never react fast enough when it comes to grabs, like especially when I don't expect to do it. I'll go back to the comments in a bit, but I'm like, the Villain Saga shit, it's just like, come on. These are the same people that keep saying, like, oh, you gotta read Villain Saga, it's so good, it's so good. Then they're the same people that say, oh, Season 2 is shit. What the fuck are you on about, man? That just proved that the series was too good for them. This is not a casual mainstream thing. And then I also found out that there is a reason why Villain Saga, I shouldn't have had doubts that it was supposed to be good, because I didn't realize that the author also made Planets or Planetes, like that series. I remember when people talked about that as like a really unique, good show. But like, man, these ingrates, that's what they are. Like, you get gold and you don't realize it. Because I was thinking, this is reminding me a lot about, like, you know, Treasure Island, Asuna Joe, you know, those types of story animes. I think Giant Gorg might be another one. I was thinking Kaiji Season 2 as well. It's pretty fortunate that they got, like, a nice... pretty nice enough, like, slave owner, because it could have been a whole lot worse for them. For like, Einar, I think that was the other slave's name, man. I can't remember everything. Ooh. Yeah, so anyone here who hasn't watched Vinland Saga, it's worth it. It's worth getting into, but like, forget what. Like, I think Vinland Saga is a case where its fans just suck. Oh, it didn't bounce. because it sounds like a joke, but you know, like sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. It kind of sounds like that Dragon Ball joke where they say like, "Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball fans don't read the manga or watch their own series or something like that." I don't know. I don't know too much about meme culture all too well. Ah, you fucking! I hate that shit. It's like the extra flames do damage too. Ah, fuck! I didn't have enough time with the stun. Are you done? Yeah, okay, you're done. Yeah, I'm gonna fight freaking Freddie Mercury here. Or is it Han from Fist of North Star 2? It could be both. Who am I grabbing? Who am I grabbing? I didn't grab the right one. Oh, wrong way. Jump, nope. There's ways around that. You're supposed to either jump it or dance around it, but I haven't really quite figured that out. Because now I gotta grab health. Oh, hold up. Do you want to get up with this? Yeah, alright, get up there. Oh, my foot got a cramp. Or do you want me to throw that? Where are you going? Jeez. Sorry, I have like a dog here at the moment. I'm just thinking, well, what's she trying to do? What are you trying to do? Do you want me to throw this, or you just want to like get close to me? Why are you getting so clingy? Alright, let me look at the questions while I'm at it. Let's see. Solely because you guessed it, it didn't have enough action results to expect it to be an action series after season 1, ignoring the great themes. Yeah. Full Windman. Do you play any RPGs? And if you don't, you're not gonna like the Cyberpunk game. The anime's from the same director as Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, so you probably enjoy that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only thing I know about it. I really don't get the point about complaining about a show. Nobody's getting forced to watch them. It's true, but people always talk about what they don't like. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, shit, the Shiba came in pretty fast. I didn't even notice when he showed up. Well, to be honest, when it comes to like shows, and when it comes to complaints, anyone has a right to complain. I don't really see a problem with it. I just don't like the fact that it's the same. These are the same fans that you know that were hyping the manga up and all that shit, only to find out that oh they're they're like so immature. Because everyone has those things. Because right now, like to me, I'm not really a big fan of the current TMNT Mutant Mayhem movie. And I also found like Masters of the Universe Revelation like an awful show, and I have no idea why people like that. Man, she was going down pretty fast. Oh, he did go down. I thought he was still had health. Beat you to it. Can I do 4? No, I did 3. Should have gone for the police tackle at that point. Let me look at another question. Let's see. Has anyone seen the American pilot for Saint Seiya Guardians of the Galaxy? I haven't seen it. Just Uncanny. Street Combat. Shimabukuro was probably a fan of both gag and hot-blooded manga, but probably didn't feel like making a series like that at first, until he got caught in the Shonen Jump cycle going towards battle. A lot of Jump authors switched direction towards what's popular. I'm pretty sure Yu Yu Hakusho was supposed to be a horror slice of life before Togashi added more action. Everyone's like almost everything changes, like even Medaka Box, if anyone remembers that. Neezy, hi man, the anime hero, hello. This is actually like my backup channel, because I haven't uploaded any anime stuff here anymore. Hence the game you're looking at. Ah, no grabs here. Am I grabbing? Okay, it's the one that mattered. Huh, he actually stopped short right there. Well, then again, I don't think this commissioner is as strong as the original. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get, okay. I thought she was gonna do the flamethrower. Now there's the flamethrower. Come on, tackle, tackle. Ah, shit! I was trying to do the the stun, the air stun flash or whatever. I forgot what it was called. In order to like get me out of there, because I don't want to get hit by is it Bayo or is it Rihas? This is the one with the fire. No, it's Rihas. They're both down. Now I gotta fight freaking Max in his super armor. And hope that hey, come on, go. No, fucking hell. And his freaking I gotta grab something. Grab. No, not the item. I need freaking health. Because like 2 tosses, I'm like fucking dead. I feel more comfortable if I could gain lives in boss rush, but you can't. Oh shit! Get out! Crap! I'm gonna have to use a super on him. I just know it. Shit, I had the opportunity right there. Yeah, I'm doing it. Because I could have recovered some health if I just did it right there. Screwed up my aim. Man, go down already. There we go. And now I gotta deal with the force field of this DJ. I did that all wrong. Come on, keep going. Yeah. Is the gunman down or is he still there? Oh, he's down. Freaking. I need to go back to the questions in a bit. Get over here already. crap. I meant to do a flying sight, but then I messed up. Please tell me the grenade. Oh, okay. Just 3 bosses left now. I just wish there wasn't so much clutter with the items, because then it gets difficult to grab the health, or grab other things that you're trying to do. Ah, no connect. I'm gonna have to look right after... Shit! Oh, come on, how could I miss that? Yeah, there we go! Oh. Alright, let me... Yeah, I'm probably gonna get shot when I push start again. Let me see. That Budokai box art still kicks out. Oh, wait. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Yo, yo, Maurice Rock. Now I'm just thinking the video cover. The people who hated Season 2 were the same who hyped up Season 1 for being a so violent, awesome battle series with hype shonen battles, even though Season 1's overall bleak theme seems to be ignored. I'm pretty sure these guys think the Boost Saga is the best Dragon Ball arc. Ooh. Oh yeah, you've been reading and watching Vinland. That's one of the best. Only the meatheads will tell you Season 2 is bad. Boost Saga is just Toriyama writing for money over passion. It separates the wheat from the chaff. The wheat. Oh yeah, it's all about the wheat. We gotta grow the wheat. Buy our freedom. Toriyama was done with DBZ with a freezer. There was many times where Toriyama just wanted to end Dragon Ball. He planned for Cell to be the end. Notice how he ends with the passing the torch moment. Yeah, it feels more of a conclusion there than anywhere else. Keto didn't seem like Keto seemed like being a slave owner at first. He is nice when he's in control. He completely lost it when he just becomes as cruel as everyone else. Yeah, because I forgot the name of the woman slave, but he pretty much confided everything in her. And like the only reason he got upset with her more than anybody, because that was like the only person that he loved, or like the one person he could trust out of everyone, and like he trusts her more than his actual wife. Well, then again, that might have been the sign where, yeah, like that is not a good idea. Really surprised me that the Vinland Saga authors say Fist and North Star was a big inspiration for Vinland's theme. Where did he say that? Because I want to know. Because I would like to see that, just so I can bring it up whenever I talk about Fist and North Star. I need more health. Shit. Oh wow, I actually didn't get hit by the bullets. Is that it? Here comes Miss Y, the one girl I hate fighting because of her freaking mid-range. I have to constantly jump over her. Did my charge go through? Because I really hate it when when things stop. She bounced weird. She bounced upwards. Because usually she should bounce back. Oh fuck, that was stupid of me. Yeah. I didn't react to that in time. Okay, jump. Jump again. And police tag. No, it didn't connect. Shit. God damn, she already took my... come on, I'm trying to hit you without getting, like, hit by your rapier. Freaking Polnareff. She's gonna Polnareff me like Vanilla Ice. Boom, okay. Yeah. There's better players than me out there, but I've definitely made improvements in fighting the bosses. Like Estelle's definitely the one for me. Like, although I wouldn't surprise me if Estelle's possibly like. I think it's Estelle and Shiva that are the best characters. I think. Haven't really like dived, but although I've seen some like cool players and do crazy shit like with there's one guy did Axel Stone pretty well. It was like I can't even do it with him, and wow, that was fast. I didn't expect for like the second sequence to come by so fast. Although, like, I'm assuming on other difficulties, because I don't know what difficulty setting the boss rush is in. Like, well, what is it by default? Is it like whatever MS ranked, or is it just like it's always the same no matter what? Because I kind of feel that the second act of the boss is like pretty. I say it's pretty easy. Well, it'd be easier if I had more lives, because then I don't have to worry about like anything. Because I did everything on one. Because right here, I'm just like, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna. Because I think also that this thing is like super weak towards weapons. Because this knife is supposed to disappear after like 11 stabs, but I could just keep as soon as it stays still again. Because I could just keep stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. Well, I dropped the knife, but hold up. Let me just get rid of Miss Y here. Yeah, just make sure you're gone. Oh fuck, I better grab something. Now where'd my knife go? There we go. Because let me see, because last time I checked, like I kept stabbing it with no problem. Oh, I got plenty, what the fuck? Fine, I won't do it. I'll just freaking hit you like nothing. Because once it gets to this point, it just feels like a little too easy. You know what I mean? Because, it is a little annoying trying to, like, it moves. I'm just waiting for it to do that. Yeah, okay. let me go back here. Oh, for one left, I didn't see that. Really surprising that Vinland Saga off. Oh, I already read that. When I was reading it, it was the biggest reference inspiration I saw from Buddha by Osamu Tezuka. Ah. So throwing the knife into the water came from that. I see. Wait, into the water? I guess is the anime and manga different? I guess in the anime, like, Thorfinn just drops the knife, like, accidentally. When he's being taken away from, like, the king's guards, when Askeladd is killed. I'm pretty sure the author is inspired by a lot of classic human drama manga, but he said reading Fist of North Star as a kid was the main driving force for wanting to write about those themes. Wow. Because those themes are in North Star, but, you know, North Star does it in the more, in the most battle-manly way possible. He said in a 2008 interview and on Twitter a while back, you can read part of the interview on the theme section of the Wikipedia article. Ah, okay. In January 2008 interview, Yukimura revealed that he was inspired to enter the manga industry by reading the manga Fist of the North Star as a boy. In the same interview, it had always wanted to produce a series which reflected the same themes of strength and justice. No, when his dad tosses away the knife when dealing with Askeladd. Ah, okay. Because I couldn't remember the beginning because I was turned off by the beginning of Vinland Saga when I first looked at it. Because, like, just the whole theme about the fact that Thorfinn is with Askeladd and all those people, you know, just putting up with it and, like, you know, because he wants a fair duel at the cost of all the other crimes he's committing. It's like, well, what does Askeladd do in order to deserve your honor, Thorfinn? And that's what really turned me off. But then I pushed through, and then eventually got to this very bleak stuff. And then it eventually got to the good stuff with, because I just accepted that it became a cautionary tale. Oh wait, I forgot. Which ones do I keep? I know that one I keep. I'm still kind of debating like what move is actually, because I know the other one is actually faster with this special. offensive special. That is the kick in the air. Yeah, because I've been experimenting a little bit because certain moves work in combination with others. It's sort of like a Pokemon where you got to dedicate your 4 moveset to like one thing. I haven't quite really figured out what's Blaze's ideal moveset. And I guess it also depends what you want to do with the character. Because I don't know why I feel more comfortable with her like somersault rather than the rapid key blast that she does on like left and right, even though that is a faster move. So yeah, that's the somersault I'm talking about. Let's see, anything else? Always wanted. Let's see. No, I guess that's everybody right now. I caught up to the questions. Well, I guess I'll talk about like the current status of JoJo Fist. I've uploaded. I edited more stuff, and it's getting to the point where I need 9 minutes of editing to do. The full video is actually a bit more shorter than I thought it was going to be, because I could have sworn it was going to be like akin to 40 minutes. And I'm not sure if maybe I miscounted the time, or that I didn't remember exactly what it was, or that just after that it was originally 40 minutes after I took off all of the audio flubs. Because I do gotta add like a little bit more to it, but it's not gonna be like any more than like a minute. Because I need to rewrite the Raul and Dio comparison. There's just like it's a very brief thing that I bring up between Raul and Dio. Because there was more to say about Dio and Shin. Because with Raul and Dio, it's all about heaven, even though it wasn't really... for Dio, the heaven stuff really doesn't kick in until much later. Because Raul wants to conquer the heavens, and then Dio wants to like reach heaven. I'm not quite sure what the correct wording of it is, because I need to check the Stone Ocean English release, because those are barely coming out, to see if there's like a chapter there. But like, I'm not sure it was to like reach heaven, obtain heaven, or you know the correct wording, because with Raul was about conquer the heavens. Oh, what the fuck? This is Donovan. Donovan, stop it. Let me see what else is there. Because I'm not sure if it will come out at the end of this month. Maybe. All I know for sure is definitely going to happen in time for the Fist of North Star anniversary. That much I do know for sure. Because I still need to make like because I gotta change the thumbnail, and the part 1 that's already on the internet, it's going to be part of this video. So I'm kind of debating whether I don't want to delete it because the original part 1 because of the comments. And just to, I guess just for history's sake, that, yeah, that's when it originally came up. Because the total video runtime, I think, is like around 25 minutes. Because right now I need like 9 more minutes to finish. And I'm gonna need to start looking at manga panels again just to do my because the part that I need to do is comparing the artwork about it's basically Tetsuo Hara's style, but I'm also gonna be mentioning Miyashita Akira, kind of prove how Hara pretty much created like this manly template. Oh man, for for a bunch of like manly themed series. Because earlier today I was looking at trying to look for examples of Kenshiro pointing, and I couldn't from the top of my head recall like how many times has he actually pointed within the actual manga. Because I could think of the anime, because episode 3 is the episode that has that signature like Kenshiro pointing his finger. You know, the one that one anime image that you see everywhere. Like, cause that's from the anime. That panel does not exist. That shot does not exist in the manga. Let's see. Is there any more questions? I always felt that at least aesthetically, the feeling of superiority and arrogance was similar to Souther in a way. Even their ideals are pretty different. The way their cruelty is portrayed is similar. Speaking on Hara, sorta, I've been really caught up on Masanori Morita works. He was one of Hara's boys back in the day and made Rokudenashi Blues and Rookies. Because I only read a little bit of Rokudenashi Blues. I did see the first anime movie, since I got like a different new fan sub. Trying to think what else was there, because I know I'm gonna bring up Araki's like early art style and basically everything prior to part 1. Because Gorgeous Irene is where that's where you see his JoJo art style at work. Because if you look at his stuff like BT and that doesn't do OTG. If you look at stuff like BT and well, actually the other thing I might have to look into is like, because I didn't realize that. I didn't know for a long time that Araki was an assistant to Boichi Teresawa. I mean, that was like big news to me. And then I come across that photo of him, Hara, and Araki all together. I'm just like, what? What was this common knowledge? And I never knew. Because this is new to me. Although that does explain what BT stands for. Because I remember there was like a note in the scanlation that said that it's possible that BT stands for Boichi Teresawa. And I was wondering, like, why that of all things? And then, oh, well, like he was an assistant. I never knew that. That explains everything. Because Araki's early stuff is very, like, especially BT, is very cartoony in nature. Because part of it makes me think of Diamond is Unbreakable, like, because Diamond has like a few of those comical imagery. Because there are times where Josuke's face, his eyes just turn into dots on the comedy, and you don't see that like that much in part 3 or other parts. Oh, I put the wrong special. Jeez. I was supposed to put the freaking... Yeah, I didn't realize that. Ah, that didn't come out right. Supposed to do the air one. Oh, I could do off the ground. Okay, I never knew that. Because that's one benefit to that one. It's more visually like interesting, to be honest, compared to the other one where she just fires 3 blasts. Like this one looks more like some like Fist of the Blue Sky type of stuff. Still not done? Because I kind of feel that It might be the way I'm using her, but I kind of feel that Blaze should have been a bit more stronger. Because her power is a 3, and I can really feel it when I'm fighting, because her strength is actually below average. The average character has a strength of 4 in this game. What haven't I shown? Should I do survival mode? Just to... Because I'm not gonna like do the whole thing, because going up to 15 floors or 20 floors, that's like 20 minutes already. Now let me continue with Blaze a little bit. I guess I'll stick with this. So let me look at the bottom. Ken points in several points in the manga, but the way it's shot is very different from the iconic imagery the anime provided to us. Yeah. Because the only one I remember from the top of my head was Kenshiro points at the Fang Clan boss, and it's a really good panel to the point where that panel could be used as a meme because of the way if you just take out the Fang Clan's head, you could make Kenshiro react to almost anything, because it's like the background's all clean and stuff. The best way I could describe Roku Blues would be the opposite: cute girls doing cute things, where it's real men doing real shit. Well, that's all delinquent series, maybe not nowadays. Also, you're mentioning Miyashita, are you going to be mentioning how it basically set the staple aesthetically for top Shueisha series for a lot of series like Silver Fang, Rikyo, Godsider? No, I'm not going to go too much into the history, but mainly just compare the 3 mangaka's art styles. Oh wait, I forgot about the... Yeah, oh, shit. That's the one I want. Because Miyashita also didn't really have the Hara template either when it's doing the Ultimate Private High, but once he started doing Otoku Juku, that's when its art style changed. I thought I could break through that. Yeah, there was... Oh no, that's something else. Trying to think what else was there. I don't remember what else what else I'm gonna be talking about in those final few minutes of the video, but I still gotta like add in the music. Work on the thumbnail, because I'm gonna change that. Basically, just finalize the whole thing, really. And then I'm trying to think, well, what am I gonna do after that? Like, what's the next big thing? Or should I just work on smaller things? Because I wanted to talk about like a Kinnikuman OVA. I think it's an OVA. I'm not really... Yeah, that's what I mean with Barney, because his grab is just so fucking fast. And I hate him. Didn't connect. I almost missed it. Yeah, I was supposed to talk about Kinnikuman thing, and this was all the way since January, believe it or not. Because I actually do have other Fist of North Star stuff recorded. Because there is a review for the 1984 anime that I think I got most of the audio done, and I have to look at the file again because I don't remember. Because I sort of fell into this slump where I wasn't really doing anything for the channel. Whenever I felt like it was always like something small, and I kind of didn't like the idea that, wow, I'm only doing like one video a month, and it's not even like a really long video either. It's something that's pretty short. Here comes Alex Murphy. Because if it's the North Star, I was also supposed to talk about the documentary, but now I'm kind of debating, like, what is there really to say about it other than I wanted people to watch it. The Evil Society violently dealing with evil scum, biker gangs preying on innocent people, and over-the-top battles between assassins with different fighting styles. So that's all the recurring things. Honestly, Black Angels is definitely worth it for historical purposes on a lot of the series we enjoy. It's definitely not the greatest series ever made because the second half is admittedly on the next level of insanity, dealing with characters becoming gods who actually truly defeat evil. I think just doing videos on anything that comes to mind is cool enough. Short or long, I'll watch at least. LOL. Thanks, Maurice Rock. But part of me just feels like I need to like do like something a little more. Well, this one is gonna be a big video once it's finished. I just feel like I should probably do something, maybe not as big, but just something, something. Because I was also thinking, wait, Halloween is pretty close. Maybe I should just cave in and do something Devilman related, because that's been a while. Editing kit. Part of me wants to also do Violence Jack, but I think I'll just start chronologically and until I get to Evil Town. Because I forgot who it was, but somebody asked me like if I was ever gonna talk about Vampire Princess Miyu. Because I did see that last year, or was that the year before? I don't remember anymore. I was one hit away. I beat you to it, Barney. You couldn't grab me. Oh, I got hit, really? Shit, now I'm not gonna be at full health when I go over there. God damn. Yeah, I got carried away too much. Because I'm nowhere near full health by the time I get over there. I got hit way too much. It's embarrassing. What the fuck? Nah, that wasn't me. I walked right into that. Fucking Barney fucked me over. Ugh, can go through it. Great. Yeah, you just go right through that shit. The thing is, I just can't tell when the armor wears off because I don't expect him like to frickin' fall. Shit. Yeah, that's no S rank. That's like an A probably if I'm lucky. B. Yeah, that's even worse. Hey, let's see. We really need a good video about Kakugo. Is a sell manly? Hell yeah. Yeah, I was playing her earlier, but that's not the right cargo ship. Which one of these would be? Yeah, fuck, I just go cargo ship and just pick a Stell. Let's see. Also, since Evil Town and the Miyu OVA share the same writer, that would make an interesting topic. I don't know too many people have talked about Kakugo. Kakugo no Suzume is an underrated series. Maybe you can make a Kakugo Suzume video for Halloween. I guess. There's a lot of things that I should have been talking about. Well, I guess Kakugo should be the one that's easier to do because I do have like all the pages I need saved for the most part. Evil Town is the only Violent Strike OVA that has any notable staff on it, so you would have to more to talk about that than the other two. Yeah, but part of me also wants to like talk about the manga and all that. Oh yeah, from Welcome Back for one man. Yeah, I was mentioning the Vampire Princess Miyu earlier. Wanted to talk about that. Since topics are pretty popular nowadays, maybe you could come back to that video about the old anime they need a reboot, I guess. Kaguya no Suzume is an underrated series from Omega Katana. Kaguya rep on the internet in general is pretty terrible with people disregarding and making fun of it. The only manga review it has on YouTube is constantly making the point that it's trash fire. Oh. Did you ever do a video on Karate Baka Ichidai? I think I remember you saying you watched that. No, I don't think I ever... I want to say I talked about it somewhere, but I don't recall where. Because that is a really good anime, but the thing is just that... that freaking... because the second half, it just turns into episodic stuff, and like the first half was just so freaking good. Such a story. That's like the backwards of Vinland Saga, where it was like slow at first, and then it just became an action show. It's like, oh, it turned into Samurai Jack, basically. Somewhat, I don't know. Get over here. Ah, I got hit by that shit. Oh, but he's gone. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's still the manliest character of the game by like by freaking far. You know, but Apocalypse Zero is definitely something that needs some respect. It was last year where I first got into that, right? Because I'm getting confused with my like timeline. Like I don't remember. Like, wait, was that this year or last year or the year before? Because I haven't really been keeping track with my videos. Oh, okay, you guys are done. Here comes Mr. Hart. Big Ben. I was hoping the grenade would hit him too, but it didn't. Because it is pretty, like, big range. Try to stop myself there because... Oh, wait, he can uppercut me because of the... He's holding a pipe. Yeah, because the main reason people don't use the flying sight is against the Donovans because, since... You know, because that's technically an air attack, really. So you could just uppercut you out of that. So that's why people go for the boot mark instead. I understand why, but yeah, like the flying sight just covers like so much fucking ground, and I'm kind of used to doing that. It also helps that the enemies bounce. You see, that's what I mean. That they'll just uppercut you out of that shit, which is why it's not really recommended. But I could manage, at least on this difficulty. Didn't grab the one I wanted. Or is he gone? Oh, I guess he's gone. That's when people pick the bookmark move. Alright, let me check. What else is here? Let me put it under the spotlight. I blame Bennett. He was the first Westerner to talk about it. That one that has trash in the thumbnail. It's under appraise in Western countries due to its gore and cartoony designs. Bennett options are terrible a lot of the time. A lot of old AniTubers have done that to a lot of older anime. The dude seems to be only like 5-10% of anime because it's all not over the hype shonen stuff. Back then, it was just hip to crap on any obscure series. It was before people understood the classics that overgrown shonen stuff. Hello, Ivan Trujillo. You mentioned Karate Baka Ichidai in the first JoJo Fist video. Karate Baka Ichidai was actually a pretty big influence on Keisuke Itagaki. Apparently, he mentions it in his autobiography. There's a autobiography for Itagaki. Is there somewhere where I can read it? Because I'm really curious about like what his inspirations are. Because Itagaki is like a mystery to me, even though I can kind of like guess some of the things he's into, because all of his Baki stuff, they just have like, you know, what are you on, Itagaki? what do you really like? But you gotta tone down these golden showers, Itagaki. The muscles are fine, but you know, these golden showers are kind of questionable. Like, I'm concerned. The thing is about the the flying sight is that it causes a bounce. And with that bounce, I can connect it to the police tackle. Wow, she's already going down that fast? Like... What? Shh. What are you barking at? Well, the flying sight is stronger than the boot mark, but yeah, I'll show you what I mean in a bit. Let me go to the training mode. That way, anyone that doesn't play this game can understand what I'm talking about. I gotta be there too? Wow. Oh well. Where is the training? Yeah, training. I don't know what settings I put it on. Let me go bookmark there. Left it on that. Okay. Alright, so let me see. Let's show you the range of Bookmark. It's still pretty far range, because man, she really extends her kicks. It's still there, but let me... Alright. Let's go Flying Scythe. At least the training mode's pretty fast. Okay, it didn't reach. Restart. Yeah, so neither move actually reached from this far, but... okay, so the reason why it's doing that is because when you charge your main attack button, you could do another one. Like charge, and then... But that also applies when, let's say I'm doing... If I'm doing something else, then yeah. Let me try that with Bookmark, see if one reaches more than the other. Yeah. No, not like that. Okay, so either move can reach if I have the time to charge or if I charge it right. But wait, do they have the same reach? Let me see that. I stop at 1. Okay, let me... Because I feel like I move way more with Flying Scythe. Okay, yeah, I land a little bit up front of 1, so there is a longer range with this thing. But here's the damage. As soon as I can. 40 damage, alright. Let me go back. Bookmark. That was 2 hits, 34. Yeah, so by default, the Flying Scythe is stronger move, but let me... The problem is that the freaking Flying Scythe has no defense against uppercuts. The Bookmark does. Yeah, but I'm just sort of... Oh, right, I forgot about the... So you have the Bookmark, right? Okay. Yeah, so like if I'm trying to do Bookmark and Police Tackle, that won't connect. It will connect right here because... Oops, okay. I was expecting him to bounce. Alright, you're not gonna bounce, are you? Alright, let's get you out of there. Yep, no connection. Oh, we kind of died right there, but oh well. No connection, like, whatsoever. But, I stick with the Police Tackle because I just like doing it, even though it actually does more damage than the other move, but... If I go Flying Scythe, since he bounces from the floor, now I can connect the Police Tackle. Yeah, as long as there's an extra bounce, I can... oh no, he died. Yeah, so that's the reason I go with with the Police Tackle move. The thing is, though, Sucker Punch is probably the better move to use. I've seen people go with that. Let me show you what I mean with what Sucker Punch is. Police... No, where's that? There we go. Yeah, so Sucker Punch is... let's see. Because the main thing people use it for, since Sucker Punch provides a defense, so basically you could do this. I messed that up. Of course it costs like a lot of health, and it also depends how many enemies there are. It's better to use that because if you're fighting against like multiple enemies, then you'll hit all of them. The Police Tackle, you could knock all of them down, but the tackle only like you can only start beating on one of them. I'm just more comfortable going for the that's not it. The Police Tackle and the Flying Scythe combo. Because before, yeah, this is what I stick with. I don't know if my mind will change if I play on difficult settings, because I tried the Mania Plus difficulty setting. Like I can beat it, but like my scores aren't that good. All right, let me go back to these questions. He also references Karate Baka Ichidai in Garuden, with Matsuo Shozan being a stand-in for Masoyama, and flashback into a lot of scenes that were in the anime. I think I read that serious ones, like the shaving eyebrow thing. Also, this freaking tune playing in the background is one of the best in the series. Oh, you mean the training one? It's like only one chapter of it. Funny enough, Paru Itagaki, his daughter, Beastar's author, has a funny view on him because he always draws him as a shadowy figure like Yujiro Hanma. I walk away for 1 second, I see the conversation has taken a turn into the in the autobiography, Itagaki is reminiscent of this main character of Kyoji no Hoshi, Ken Asuka and Joyobuki, and uses them as inspiration to ward off his self-pleasuring tendencies. Oh no. Sounds like a strange guy. Itagaki is pretty weird. You know what? Let me just show Mania and see how far I can do. Like the most difficult setting. And just stick with my moves because you'll see what I mean with the flying scythe being a problem against like Donovan's. I also think it's like kind of unrealistic how fast all these characters are moving in this thing. Because to me, like Mania, while it's not, I guess it could be possible for a better player than I am. Because I feel like all you gotta do is just one move, and then you can pretty much beat anybody. I got hit once. That sucks. Because I'm just gonna be doing flying scythe, because there's so many enemies, and it doesn't cost me any meter. Grenade. So far the only thing I've noticed that's different about enemies that these guys in the jackets, the yellow signals, that they move left and right if you try to blitz them. I mean, they move up and down. I mean, my bad. Before they would just they wouldn't do that. Because these Donovans, if I go flying scythe on them, they're going to uppercut me. So I'm trying to avoid that. But if I had Sucker Punch instead, or Boot Mark, I could just go straight at them without worrying about getting uppercutted. Hopefully, because they could still yeah, there you go. See, that's what I mean. I got uppercutted right there because I was in his range while in the air. Here they come again. But if you already knocked them down, then you really don't have anything to worry about. So you can still use it, but you know, just to keep the momentum going, not worry about or having to do any unnecessary moves. You could just go for it. One of the signals grabbed me. I didn't like register that at all. Also, I could see that Sucker Punch would probably be more efficient right there because when I do the police tackle, I am invincible while I'm beating somebody, but the question is what happens when I get back up? I don't know. So I don't know, maybe for like Mania's sake, I would probably change my moves and for those two. It'd be nice if I could beat up more than one person at a time while I'm doing the police tackle, but I just really like doing that shit. Another example of like how fast these enemies are is that normally they're supposed to get hit by the car. That's not gonna happen here. Well, not all of them did. But yeah, they're all supposed to get hit by that car because that's how... But now there's all like super fast. And the first time I tried playing this difficulty setting, I kind of don't like it. And I kind of don't because... this was a recent addition, like I think it was like last year or the year before, because this is Mania Plus. Before it only went up to just Mania. Because I kind of feel you're just sort of like I feel someone that doesn't know how to play, they could just spam and they could just be all right for the most part. Because since there's so many enemies and they're like trying and they're moving so much faster offensively to get to you, I feel you could just like spam like so many special moves since you're bound to hit more enemies now. It almost just feels like I don't really have to do much to live, at least in that area. Because I hear it changes because now I'm fighting two of these guys and the optional third boss if I want to. Because you may notice there's an arcade cabinet in the back. I just wish the music would change when that thing breaks and like right now. I wish it would just change to like the actual like Attack the Barbarian theme. Because now it gets difficult because I'm fighting all this shit. And I didn't well, I actually hit everybody. I didn't expect that. Wow, they're still not down. Shit, now I'm losing track of what's going on. The thing is, like, the retro bosses with the cursed arcade cabinets, they only appear on the hardest difficulty setting, and I kind of wish they appear in all formats. Did I die? Okay, no, they haven't died yet. But if I get hit by that fucking boomerang, yeah, shit. Yeah, it was so close. Like I could have beaten him into submission if I just. Fuck. Yeah, or maybe I could have done it without dying. Fucking A. Freaking, it's ridiculous how fast he is. And I couldn't. There's no point in throwing the boomerang at him because he's just going to catch it, drop it, and then spawn a new one. Ugh. What time is it right now? Like, yeah, I still got a little bit. I'm getting sleepy now and I have an exam tomorrow. Oh, sorry to hear that. Good night. Haven't tried Streets of Rage 4, man. I want to try it soon. If you're not used to playing beat 'em ups at this speed, like it's gonna have a bit of a learning curve. I bought a copy from Limited Run and they actually sent me a digital code for stream so I can play on Steam, which is cool. Oh, okay. Just realizing that the director of the Me OVAs also directed the Legends of the True Savior OVAs. Oh, they didn't realize that. I guess I'm gonna have to look them up and do more behind the scenes stuff because I normally don't really do that. Because the problem the first time you play Streets of Rage 4 is just that you can't really run in that game. Everyone just moves like a fucking tank. And you have to get used to that. But my recommendation is if you have the DLC from Mr. X Nightmare, well, I'll show you that in a bit. After I try completing this, see if I don't die. And I just missed the star, shit. Yeah, I can't go back to it now. It's too late. The damage has been done. Because I kind of feel in this difficulty setting, you're sort of just like blitzing like a maniac. Or to paraphrase Sonic Forces that I just died again, yeah. Well, I feel like an experienced player could probably just get away by doing that. To just blitz to win. Like to paraphrase, boost to win, dash like a maniac. Those are the Sonic quotes from the boosting Sonic games and all that. I know I could have done better than this because I've been able to do this without dying. Or at least without one death, I think, was the most I had. Maybe it'd be different if I had the rockets, as I forgot to change that. Since there's like way more enemies now, like doing the rockets would actually be more beneficial. Shit, she didn't bounce. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Now there's like, you fight 2 of them instead of 1. And the green one's actually more dangerous to me, even though she has less health. Because she has a rush attack, which it seems implausible how she's able to do it. If it happens. Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, she gone? Yeah, she's gone. Okay. Because she's able to do like this rush attack with 1 foot, but there should be no way that she should be moving. Like she somehow just slides like across the screen, like while on 1 foot, and it's like, there's no way that should be possible. Like for someone to move like that. Because one other foot is like constantly in the air, kicking at you, and the other one's like somehow sliding on the floor, like, while she's keeping it straight. It's... Ah, I broke the combo. Beep, 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 beep. Getting my awful score. Here we go. Let me show you what I mean. Because what you need to do is get the deal. The first thing you play this game, get the DLC, and do survival mode for a long time. Because to get all the optional moves and the characters, you need to do survival mode, and it takes a while to unlock all the characters' movesets. Because honestly, a lot of the moves that are hidden in survival and the DLC are like mandatory. Like you really need those optional moves. Because the default ones are like, you can make some work. It depends on the character, really, but a lot of times other characters feel like, well, all the new moves are better than what it originally had. Why did you hide it behind the DLC? Yeah. So that's just a recommendation, even though it will take a bit of a while. You better do that. Also, the next live stream, whenever that happens, it's gonna be Turtles related, because by that point, hopefully it'll be beyond August 31st, and I can play the new TMNT DLC. It's 8:30 a.m. Really? Wow! I just woke up actually. Wow, it's late over here. Hirano also directed the Kakugo OVA and Devil Lady anime from Aoji Renken. Thank you for telling me. Dude has a prolific career. Noted, I'll get the DLC for him playing the game. Yeah, I guess like if you want to unlock the moves, because some characters you can unlock in the game by just playing it. That's like Adam Hunter, the Street Rage. Actually, let me just the characters you start off with are Axel, Blaze, Cherry, and Floyd. If you get the DLC, you get I don't know if you need to do story mode first. I would have to check, because before any of these things are unlocked, you need to do story mode once, which is pretty easy because you could exit the game whenever you want, and then it will save your progress. As long as you beat story mode, then you can get a stage select, arcade, boss rush, all that stuff. I don't know if the DLC will automatically let you do survival, or all the characters are there right away. I don't know. Because these 4 characters you start off with, and then by the time you get to stage 4, that's when Adam Hunter becomes unlocked. And once you get the DLC, you get these 3. All these other characters you unlock by playing the game. Just Because at the end of every stage, you get like points, and those points accumulate until you eventually reach a threshold, and then it'll tell you, oh, you unlocked Streets of Rage 1 Axle, and then so on and so forth. Well, there's definitely like it'll be worth the money because you're definitely doing a lot to unlock stuff. And also, once you get to like the extras, because there's like a lot of concept art here that surprised me. Gallery, yeah, because there's stuff like this, which like for me as like someone that's drawing like this, I love this kind of stuff. Especially when you're showing the progress of the characters, how they're going from point A to point B. What's the zoom in button? Is it Z? Oh no, it's X. I mean, because yeah, like 1 and 2, and then just changing it up to this. All these optional designs, artwork. Because I really gotta start learning to draw like different angles of the same characters. Because so far I just draw like one, and then that's enough for me. Because like the what Blaze started out here is like so different than what she ended up with in the final draft. Because are any of these the final design? No, no, yeah, there we go. The final design is one closest to Axel, but all these other designs like are so different for whether we're gonna go for. But I'm kind of glad that she ended up with the way she did at the very end compared to the other ones, because right there she has like a baggy jacket, and some of her like top is like super exposed, or the one on the far left, she just doesn't look like she's wearing a bra at all. Very different from start to finish. How many are there on this page? Oh, there's 24. Yeah, because even Floyd has like a very completely different design. Like all of these are different from the final product until you finally reach this point. Oh no, wait, no, he doesn't have like his hair yet. So no, it's almost the final draft, and then this is an unused character. I'm assuming this was supposed to be a Cherry Hunter earlier. The girl with the guitar, like this is probably meant to be her, unless it was supposed to be an enemy type. Because like characters like these don't appear in the game. Let's see. These are the stages. I'm trying to find like a specific one because there's a random ass Easter egg in one of these. I think this is it. I think this one's it. It's one of the white ones. I just don't remember which one it was. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, here we go. Do you see the Easter egg? Like, what's Sonic doing there? Cherry is Adam's daughter. Yeah, I know, but I'm kind of wondering if that one's supposed to be like. The reason I'm thinking maybe she's based on Cherry because maybe she was supposed to be more like Skate, and that's why there was that girl with the roller skates. Yeah, Cherry's a new character. It's just the most random cameo there. What? Sonic, what are you doing here? I'll probably keep the stream going for another, I guess another 20 minutes, and then end it. I don't think it's that long of a stream, but yeah. I'm trying to think what else I could do. Yeah, I guess I'll start with Cherry. Old Pure.
Cherry Hunter.
I guess I'll go Flying Knee because I feel the other special, like the guitar one, is just too broken. Because I just get tempted to just do Flying Knee, Flying Knee, Flying Knee. I mean, Flying Knee, the guitar, whatever. I don't care anymore. But yeah, she's basically the faster character of the game. Yeah, I haven't really done well with her because I haven't completed every stage with her. You know, I put Floyd in the thumbnail and I haven't really used it. I only shown him in one video. Great. I mean, in one fucking stage. Gotta be careful, otherwise I'll fall off. I was expecting him to fall in. Come on, grab it. I only wish you could do the up and down sidestep like the Streets of Rage 3 characters. Ah, fuck. Should have seen that coming. Okay, I almost fell down. Oh, that didn't happen. I'm gonna get rid of the Barneys first. There is some cool stuff you can do because if you look at Cherry videos, there's a lot of crazy things you could do with her tossing. Because I haven't really shown it off because I haven't really quite figured out how to do. Well, I know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it really well. And I just got hit with the freaking baton. Because you can jump on top of people's heads and toss them that way. Let's see if I can, I thought I got on. Yeah, I can't really do it right now. I don't want to. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where's the, here we go. I keep forgetting I have an air special with this character here. Shit. Yeah, I knew I was gonna lose that health. Fucking hell. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to toss on this character because of his anti-air. Ah, I couldn't react fast enough. So I'm gonna go for this special forward. There we go. That toss is what I'm talking about. She just jumps on their heads, and I think there's also this. Let's see. Yeah, where she does this flip. Because I've seen people that could just like spam the hell out of that, where just jump on their heads over and over and over and get back on them. Because there's things to do with that. And then her other run special is with a guitar. And I feel honestly that move is like way too fucking broken, because no one can, like, not many characters can actually block that. So I decided just to go for the flying knee just to be like more fair. Just also to motivate myself to, like, you know, try to get better with her and not rely on that move over and over. Yeah, I can't jump on her unless, like, she gets knocked down. Come on, move. There we go. Ah, shit. Oh, no. It's almost time. Crap. Oh, there we go. I was hoping it would defend me from the... Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. They all landed right there. Yeah, just for the hell of it. Alright, let me see if anyone else said anything. No, everyone's talking to themselves. Have you tried River City Girls for my favorite beat 'em ups? I did, but I wasn't making any progress with it. I just kind of felt it was like... What did I get? Was that a B? Like, I think it's a B. Yeah, it's a B. Okay. I didn't really make any progress with River City Girls, because I did play it for a little bit, but I don't know. I just didn't like. I feel like the enemies was taking forever to get knocked down, and I don't know if it's because I didn't have the right moveset yet, or what moves I should be buying, that kind of stuff. And in the beginning, I was kind of worried. How come there's no spot where I could just restore my health to full, instead of trying to beat more delinquents up to steal their money to try to gain health, but you know, I may lose health in the process and all that stuff. And it just felt like there needed to be one place where I could get health for free and not worry about that. And I didn't really get very far in the game, to be honest. Because so far I wasn't liking the format of it. You go to training. Because I feel like this other move is like just way too fucking broken. This one. Because this is her blitz, and it's like so much range. And so far I only seen like one character be able to block that. But even then, like, you can still get close enough to mess with him. Yeah, because there's combos you can do with her, and there's some people out there that are able to. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do it, but there's a lot of juggling. Well, it's kind of weird. It's a lot of juggling involved, but it's a case where Yeah, they're able to do this over and over on their heads. I'm not really sure how it's done. And it's not the case where you juggle your opponents, that you're juggling yourself. That's the thing, because the Streets of Rage 2 version of Blaze has something similar, where I could just do this. Get them multiple times over and over, like, especially if there's a lot more enemies or the enemies have a shield. You know what? Let me change this. Where is the DJ? Lieutenant Wayne, DJ, Mr. Whatever. I'm assuming that's the actual one. Yeah, so for example, oh, that didn't count. All right, she doesn't do the air. Yeah, so there's juggling like that, where she has an option to do a move that's really destructive. Is his shield on? Okay, no, I broke the shield. Let me just keep hitting him until it comes back. I'm assuming it's back on. I really can't tell. But yeah, that's what I mean. It depends on the characters. Let me... The Underground, Chinatown. I think I pretty much saw this. Let me just go with Airplane, just to show off something.
These guns are ready. Are you?
I do not like River City Girls that much, to be honest, at least compared to other Kunio games. I played it on hard mode. I know it takes time to kill the enemies there. I haven't tried the other difficulties. I played it on normal, because I actually put it on hard first. I reduced it to normal, and it still took like forever. And I'm kind of hoping that the sequel is like better than the first one, because like the first game wasn't really. I like the idea of the whole delinquent Sukeban aesthetic, especially when the yo-yo is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Because I'm like, hey, I know why. I know what you're doing there. You know, there. I really love that floor. You could just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw you. Fuck that. Yeah, get out of here. It's just like the funniest shit ever. Like, it's pretty broken, like that toss. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick you up and just get the fuck out of there. Or if you get close to opponents, you could just bash their heads in. Like, yeah. Because his swings are like surprisingly fast, because I thought he would be a lot slower to punch, but no. Yeah, let's take you out of here. Bye. Oh, I didn't think I had time to grab all the items. Yeah, I was kind of surprised how strong Floyd really is, because I wasn't expecting it. Because that toss is just so amazing. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw you. Trying to get to this last one because I need to get rid of her. Yeah, okay, back to the smashing. Take it. Yeah, like I said earlier, his swings are just like I'm kind of surprised that they're really that fast. Because it doesn't look like he would be like a fast puncher. But hey, I guess cybernetic arms would do that for you. There's the Barney, which I don't want to put up with. He grabbed me before I grabbed him. This sucks. Trying to hit you. Okay, I was kind of worried I was gonna get hit there. Like, don't tell me like it's not gonna go through. I mean, come on, like it has to go through. Like these. Give me the star. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna help me at all. God. Man, the toss is just like way too fucking good. Ah, come on. I might as well do this. I haven't shown it with laser. Yeah, I guess Floyd's was actually more fun than I thought he'd be. I like River City Girls, but I didn't like how victim blaming the original ending is really uncomfortable. Oh, one thing I didn't like. It's also easy for you to throw them away. I also like the Ninja Saviors Return to Warriors great beat 'em up game. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't gone to purchase it. I'm kind of sort of waiting right now. I'm just waiting on Ninja Turtles to update because the DLC comes out at the end of the month. So now I can play as Karai and Usagi Yojimbo. Ah. Oh, there. I felt I could have avoided that, but oh well. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, I'll grab it anyways. Lately, I decided to like sort of cheat a little bit. There's a star hidden here, but now I get the enemies confused when I get to this side. Oh shit! Okay, he's actually coming over. Come on, here we go. Ah, the floor shocked me. Yeah, because normally you're supposed to go down there, and then you get stuck in between the two of them, like the guy with the gun, and then these girls with their drop kicks. But yeah, that's the cheap way, I guess. Here comes more. Ah, crap, I gotta go for the health now. Shit, I almost hit me. Damn, she still has like a lot of health. Yeah, because even his arms have like really good reach, and it's really surprising that Floyd is just as good as he is just on his regular moveset, just the jabs. Ah, yeah, I should have gone with this right off the bat, but I didn't. Oh fuck! I meant to like hit him a couple of times before I threw him. Please tell me that hit. That didn't really hit. He only got like he got blown away from the back. Shit. Yeah. You can dodge that by jumping it, but there's no way this guy's staying afloat that long. Crap, I didn't do the rush. Because he's got a good range and everything. It's like he's like almost perfect. Just the mobility is the only weakness he has. Every suit, it's easy. You can throw them away. Yeah, yeah. I think that's about everything. I guess I'll just do one more stage and then call it a night. Rank S. This Y Island, but it's gonna take a while. I don't want to take too long on that. If I could just fight the actual bosses and then that would show that. But, Concert, White Tower, Skytrain. Well, I guess I'll do Skytrain since that's the shortest stage.
I got bombs in these arms.
I feel bad. I didn't really show much of Floyd at all or Shiva. I think Shiva only used for one stage. Yeah, because I was so expecting to use everybody, but that didn't happen. Yeah, I jumped too early. Yeah, fuck it now. Shit, I didn't react fast enough. I guess I'll risk it just by going to the side. Am I at the end? Yeah, I'm at the end now, but it won't let me start the final boss yet. Another grenade. Ah. That's not there. I don't think that should have hit me. I felt like I should have been out of range for that. Man, both times I didn't. I don't think I hit his tail with the Saber Nova. Crap. Yeah, that was on me. Like I should have tried going for that. I want a blaster. There we go. Ugh. Didn't get the S as I wanted. Yeah, unless anyone has any more questions, I think I'm just gonna end this up. Oh, sorry, Chaotic. I'm about to like take off. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I think it's been 2 hours. I think not the longest I've done, but I'm already gonna call it. What's up, Hero? How have you been, and what have you been doing since your last stream, dude? And also, what's your dream Sonic game, Frankel GZ? I'll answer Frankel first, and then I'll get to Chaotic at the end. I don't know. I guess I just want another game that's similar to Generations and Adventure, or something in between. Let me put this on cargo ship. I wish this game had an option where you could listen to the soundtrack, but it doesn't. Let's see. Good night, bro. Good night, Cornholio. Because with Frontiers, I do like the combat aspect of it, but the 3D stage, I mean, the stages themselves were pretty, like, lackluster. They weren't as good as they could have been. I am surprised that they made the Skyrail, an update to the Skyrail, which, so, the adventure stages could still be used and updated, so I'm hoping for that one day. What are your thoughts on Sonic Superstars? Okay. Sonic Superstars is the latest one, right? About the 2.5-ish designs. It's not 2D or 3D, somewhere in between. I kind of, when it comes to retro Sonic games, I'm actually not that good at them because I still haven't beaten any of the original three, along with related stuff like CD or. I would like to play the Sonic Advance games. That's one I would want to do. But admittedly, this new one has got me interested mainly because of the visuals. Frontiers is a step in the right direction. Hope they improve the concept. I do because I've been hearing because we still gotta wait for the DLC for like the new characters and story modes also come out at the end of the year. Because I did this DLC for the birthday, or at least I tried to do some of it, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, because to me, all of it was just like way too difficult. I just couldn't do any of those fucking trials. I don't know how, to unlock the spin dash, and I just was not having fun whatsoever with that. So I would prefer a game that's a little more, because Frontiers to me feels very. This is Sonic Colors 2. That's what it feels like to me for the most part, because especially with the structure. Because if you look at the menu of Sonic Colors, when you're like from one park to the other, you have like a couple of different acts of varying degrees. Some of it, it's like you complete the stage. Others, you like have to do like a puzzle, and it's that puzzle solving thing which I was okay with it with Frontiers, especially with the bosses, but I would like less of those puzzles where it impedes your progress, like the lottery section, the pinball section is what I mean to say. The pinball, the puzzle about putting all those lights together to get to the first Giganto boss, or the Titan boss, things like that, which I just do not care for. They just slow me down, and I know there was a bunch of other stuff that was like slowing me down. I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. back. Where was I going with this? I mean, yeah, it's more comfortable. Oh shit. Oh, hey, what shows you watching, dude? So you guys want to talk? Yeah, sorry about that. Uh, the only retro Sonic game I like is Sonic 3. I always believe that Dimps Advance and Rush games are way better. My main complaint with Superstars is that it was originally supposed to be hand-drawn. Wario Land Shake, it only changed it as a... They only changed it not to piss off 80s kids for being too different. Oh. So it would have looked more like Sonic Advance, I guess. When it comes to shows, Finland Saga was the one I recently finished. I talked about that earlier at the beginning of the stream. Because I'm reading the End of the Century Leader, Legend of the End of the Century Leader Takeshi. That's the full title, but it's just, I just call it Takeshi. Because it's been going, it's from the creator of Toriko. It's been going on and off between like comedy arcs and serious arcs, and wherever he goes serious, it's like a huge whiplash of, this is the same manga as earlier. Hello, Warrior. Like, I'm gonna end the stream in a bit. I'm just trying to answer the remaining questions. What else, Chaosic? What else have I been doing? I've been trying to finish the JoJo Fist video, like how Fist of North Star influenced JoJo Bizarre Adventure, and I still need like 9 minutes of it to edit, so the full video will be like 25 minutes, I think. And I'm assuming it's gonna be done in September. Part of me wants to say like maybe the end of August, but I don't know because there's still like a few little touches I need to fix upon. But I know for sure by September, somewhere in September, it'll be done. Probably around the time of Fist of North Star's like 40th anniversary, or when that happens, and maybe by then we'll get something with Kinnikuman. Man. Oh yeah, I'm up to date with Kinnikuman. Man. That's something I don't know if I mentioned in this stream or the one before. I don't think I have because I know I talked with Falcon because about the latest status of Kinnikuman, Man, how crazy it got. Yeah, sorry, Warrior. Like I started at 2 hours ago. I'm assuming you're gonna have that. I'm guessing you're gonna have that Jotaro Kenshiro shot from the OVA in it. Yes, it's in there for a few seconds. It says, but yeah, it's in there. I like Hotono Ken way more than JoJo. Say, yeah, it's Fist of North Star is my favorite anime, but JoJo is still in the top 10, top 15, I think, somewhere in between there. It's just that it's just been bugging me how a lot of people don't realize how much of North Star is in JoJo, or the casual confusion that when they see something North Star they think it's JoJo because I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be ill-spirited because I remember seeing a tweet how this one guy had a Fist of North Star shirt. And someone told him like a nice JoJo shirt, and he said that he didn't have the heart to correct him, so he just took the compliment. And in my head is just thinking, man, I gotta do something about this. I need to finish that video. I don't know why I was sort of in this slump for like a while before I decided to motivate myself to go back to like editing because I've been doing a lot of reading and watching, and I haven't been doing much drawing lately, to be honest. And I should get back to that as soon as this video is done. Then I also got to think about what am I gonna do for Halloween, because I got to do something this year because I don't think I did one the previous year. I just need to do one Halloween thing, and maybe it should just be a review for Apocalypse Zero, even though it's not super Halloween oriented. But it is it fits the nature of the gore, and the horror. Let me think, because I've been reading I need to double check what I've been finishing, because I've been trying to scratch off all of the anime and manga that I needed to watch and get them out of the way. And so far, I've been making a lot of progress with that. I'm just shocked that because I wanted to do a Kaneko Man video in January, and then I'm looking in that, it's like, holy shit, it's already gonna be like the end of the year. It's we're already at the end of August. We're mid-August, going to the end of it, and then it's gonna be September already. Then it's September, October, November, December, 4 months till the end of the freaking year already. It's like, to me, this year went by super fast. But like, I just don't believe that it happened this quickly. I think this was the fastest year I've ever experienced. But the other shows that I watched that I completed were Dragon Quest, The Adventures of Dai, the reboot version. I haven't seen much of the original adaptation. Part of it's because it was incomplete, and that was kind of the reason why I just went for the other one. I read the original Grappler Baki manga, and then I finished both Baki Do series, which I talked about in the previous streams on the Manly Anime Hero channel. Yeah, the Baki Do stuff they're not that good, but I'm kind of glad that I got those out of the way. And so I'm already up to date with that. I got up to date with Kaneko Man, so that's out of the way. Reading Takeshi, because that's something I never read before, and it's completely finished now, so I could read the whole thing. I'm trying to think what else is there, or what's the next thing to do, because the other anime that I finished was Vinland Saga. I need to start reading the manga. And the other anime that I was watching was Street Fighter 2V. I'm barely like 7 episodes in out of 29, I think. I think it's 29, or maybe it's 39. It's somewhere in those numbers, because it ends with a weird number. It's not like a 26. It's not a 26. It's like a different digit. And then from there, I think I'll try to finish other Street Fighter animated stuff, or other game-related material adaptations. I'm trying to think, because I know I also read. Oh, I think this was last year. It was the majority of Soriyori Takaku, or maybe it was this year. I don't even remember what was last year or this year anymore. It's all like bleeding together in my head. Yeah, because Soriyori Takaku was another one that I was trying to, like, I need to catch up on this and see what happens, and I'm just like, yeah, that was a manga. That's a thing that happened. Because I'm trying to narrow down all the manly stuff that I haven't ventured in yet. Because there's also Kengan Asura Record of Ragnarok that I gotta read into. I think I'll like try to scratch off Record of Ragnarok first, since I've seen 9 episodes of the anime. But what I wanted to do is read the manga alongside it and comparing contrast to visuals. Because a lot of people call the anime a slideshow, and I'm like, it's not that bad from what I've seen. The 9 episodes that I looked at, because my head is thinking like it's not like Twinkle Nora Rock where it's that incomplete. I don't know if I got the title right, but that infamous OVA, because of that was not a complete the completed work. Because also part of my head is thinking, well, JoJo 2012 was pretty much a slideshow. There isn't that much animation in that show. A lot of it is like a lot of zoom ins and zoom outs, panning, and there's very little mobility in 2012 JoJo if you think about it. A lot of the times it's really about like the camera doing the mobility. Like the most animation sequence in that thing that's not 3D that I can think of is when Caesar's fighting Wham on the stairs. Like, that's the most movement you get out of that show. A lot of modern anime fans are a bunch of crybabies. Ignore them. They can't handle a lot of manly anime. Dragon Quest doesn't really get good story-wise to the third game, to be honest. Kenganasa Ragnarok or real masterpieces. I don't know. So far, I don't think they're that. Blah, 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 blah. Uh, I don't want to dismiss it right away, but I don't. They're not like. While I appreciate their masculinity, and they're not really like super entertaining me. I watch a bunch of horror movies every year in October. Oh yeah, Bastard's another one that I haven't gotten. Like I watched a couple episodes, but I still haven't even finished the OVA because I was doing the compare and contrast again, where I read the manga, watch the OVA, watch the anime, and then go back and forth. Hokuto no Ken, Hokuto no Ken 2 are some of the best 80s animes I've seen. Yeah, it's definitely up there. Are you gonna do that OVA retrospective idea you had where you were gonna check out some old overhated OVAs? Yeah, I kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm sort of like figuring things out for myself too. JoJo had more influence on video games than manga and anime, honestly. Hokuto no Ken was influenced by Mad Max, Star Wars, acupuncture, Bruce Lee, martial arts films, and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. You're doing good in your drawings, by the way. Thank you, because I've actually gotten surprised that I've gotten some like criticisms of people expecting more out of me. And I was like, oh, I didn't know there was expectations. But I'm assuming they just want more testosterone. That's my guess, but like I'll get there. Do you have any interest in playing Dragon Quest or RPGs in general? I might, maybe I'll get the I think it's called Dragon Strash or like the one based on the anime. That's the one I'm interested in. But at the same time, like I don't know, I don't know if I want to pay for another game right now because I got a good collection of beat 'em ups that I should dedicate a bit more. I don't want to say dedicate more time into, or at least just just play them a bit. Let me enjoy what I have before I venture into another like $60, $50 game. Because Sonic Frontiers was the most like that's the most expensive game I bought in the last couple of years, and everything else has been like 20 and below with beat 'em ups. Dark Soldiers be one of the cheapest anime OVAs I ever seen. I know I saw it, but I don't remember what happened in it, like at all. So besides mainly anime, what other anime are you into, Hero? Because I was trying to watch the original Mazinger Z anime, and I'm just like, oh, this is not as I guess as good as everyone says it is. Because especially there's like 70 some episodes of this, so like, oh no. Like I've seen 9 episodes, I think, and the writing hasn't been all that great. And in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, there's another anime I could be watching that has mechas in it, and all these like mechanical beasts, like and superheroes, and like, there's no super robot in it, like, but my head was just thinking, you could be watching Gatchaman instead of Mazinger Z right now, and you get way more entertainment in watching Gatchaman over Mazinger Z. And I'm just thinking, and then I look at my anime list, and there's actually one person that said the same thing about a review for the original Mazinger Z. Just like, you're probably better off watching Gatchaman instead of this, but oh. Yeah, but Mazinger Z manga I think is better than the anime. Not to understand these anime have aged either, because even the animation from Mazinger Z is pretty crude, which is understandable. So it is actually super impressive how good Gatchaman actually looks, because especially with all the mobility that it has, it's like wow, Gatchaman is like it's a real gem. In 1972, it's like ah man, I can't believe. Man, this anime is more better than people think that it is. It's like it deserves to get more praise. But I already did my video on Gatchaman, so that was like back in 2017. Although, like, I should cover the Gatchaman OVAs, and then from there, I'm thinking, maybe I just do a profile for like this is the true story of what happened to Joe the Condor, because like I don't think many Battle of the Planets fans are aware what was removed in their versions. I only watched Dog Soldier because of the writer. It was the only thing that made it stand out. Uh, A lot of modern video games are way overpriced. Yeah, I know. A lot of them are like. I hope the new Dragon Quest game will get a physical copy for Switch. I like collecting physical me games. I think I have to start doing that too because a lot of my space is taken over by digital purchases. I'm thinking, well, I probably should buy some discs games now because I am running out of. I gotta conserve some space on this thing and be more selective on what I buy now. But going back to the other anime I'm into, uh, I'm trying to make sure that I answer Chaosic's questions. I'm not sure if I have, because I'm supposed to keep telling you like what I've been doing in between stuff. Did you buy any new action figures? I bought a Souther figure from Medicos because I wrote some stuff for a review, but like to me it's still incomplete what I wrote, and then I don't have enough pictures to showcase anything because I wanted to practice posing him in the manga poses, if or like in the PS or in the arcade game format, just see if I could do some of that stuff. Because I'm not really a good poser, and I really need to do that because that also affects my drawing. So if I practice with toys, then that should help with the actual like drawing when it comes to poses. Other toys that I bought were like two Shredder clones. They came in a 2-pack, but really should have been a 3-pack because the Claw Shredder was a Loot Crate exclusive, which is dumb as hell. Because now the set is incomplete. I also bought like the Battle Damage Mirage Shredder. The Shredder clones were also from Mirage. These are all like the NECA turtles. The April and Casey Jones, I got those recently. This was like a couple of like 2 or 3 months ago. Or something when they finally came back in Target. It was like, finally Casey Jones. I needed that guy forever, and then April is the new April version. I think that's all the toys I bought because I'm waiting to see if Baki ships from Amazon because lately my record with Amazon when it comes to buying action figures there it's like, oh, your order's been canceled and I don't know why. So I don't know if because Baki from Storm Collectibles, I'm kind of hoping it comes through. But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of don't want to spend $100 right now on a toy because especially that because last time I checked, Hobby Link Japan had the SH Figure Arts Devilman in stock, and I'm like, it's like, but the Baki thing is also coming out at around the same time, and I also have a pre-order of Devilman on Amazon, which doesn't come till October, and I'm thinking, well, I could wait till October if it does come through, because I kind of don't want to spend $200 right now just on two toys. And because also at the end of the year, Cyber Blue is supposed to come out by Storm Collectibles, and supposedly Yujiro Hanma is also coming out at the end of this year. I'm like, come on, couldn't you guys wait till like? But when it comes to toys, you never know. There's always like, oh, it's actually now a month or two delayed, and then in October the Musou version of Kenshiro is supposed to come out also, and I'm thinking maybe I can pass on that because Because I was thinking that maybe I could get the Muso Rowl, and that way swap the heads with the Rowls that I have on my first toy because the eyes are crooked. Maybe, I don't know. Well, what score did you give the new TMNT movie? I didn't give it a score, but I think it's sort of like a 6 or a 7. Because it's not an awful movie by any means, but the message is nice. The animation is great. It's definitely a different direction for Turtles, which I prefer seeing like something new. I don't want to see the same old like Raphael versus Leonardo, Triceraton invasion, Shredder and Krang take over the world, Krang invasion. The same storylines over and over again. I would like to see some new stuff. I just don't like the humor of the movie. I didn't like the I don't know. There's just little things I didn't like from it, and I'm just kind of curious, like, well, how's it gonna go moving forward with the show and the sequel movie? Because that's already gonna happen. And I don't know. I just felt it's not my favorite Turtles movie, but objectively, it's the best Turtles movie we had since like 1990 or 2007, or Batman vs. TMNT if you want to include that. I want the Last Ronin movie or TV show. I wouldn't mind an animated film of Last Ronin, or I guess an animated show Last Ronin would be nice too. I'm ordering figures from Ninin Games. I saw someone made Frosty the Snowman look like Austin and Joe episode. It was great. Oh. The TNT movie looks fine, but I just miss the darker turtles I grew up with. Yeah, that's the main consensus about some adults. Either they really love Mutant Mayhem because it reminds them of their childhood, or adults are super upset from it because they just want to get like something darker and adult in nature. Every modern movie, yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Every modern movie has a million jokes and they're not funny, just like those crappy Marvel movies. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, Last One is getting a game, and it's just that because a lot of the humor just of modern cinema hasn't really been appealing to me, like Super Mario Brothers. Like the one joke that really takes me out of it in Mario Brothers movie is when they're asking who's that for Mario, and Peach just responds, "He's not important." And I'm thinking, that is like a very rude remark. That should have led to like an argument between Mario and Peach, but that didn't happen. And Sonic 2, just I don't care about the dance sequence scene or the wedding scene in Sonic 2. Like all that shit can go without. I don't care. And like because Falcon absolutely detests the Sonic film to the point of hilarity. Oh hey Kenny, I was about to get out of here. Like I keep wanting to leave, but people keep freaking showing up. Ah. I wish they had a TV series of that samurai bunny that appeared in the '80s TMNT. Oh, Usagi Yojimbo. Well, there technically is a show, but it's about his descendants, and from the 3 or 4 episodes that I saw, it's just written very childish. It's not written like a real show, if that makes any sense. None of the characters' interactions and dialogue feel like authentic to what really should be happening. It's on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's about his descendant. But the closest thing to a proper Usagi Yojimbo adaptation are in the 2003 and 2012. The cameo episodes that he's in. Because 2003 has like 1 or 2 episodes where Leonardo's with him on his own, in his in his home planet, whatever it's called, and they're fighting against this snake called Lord Heavy. The 2012 TMNT, there's like 4 or 5 episodes where the turtles are with Usagi Yojimbo, and like it's very stylish and like there's a little bit of grit in those episodes, which are really good. It happens towards the very end of the show. I forgot what it's actually called, but if you look at Wikipedia or a Turtlepedia, you could probably score look for it pretty easily. I forgot what it's called. I think we're ready for regular movies where people just talk like human beings again. It's amazing counterculture now. Yeah. Does it used to tell you what time of day, week your subs are active most? I haven't checked. I haven't looked at analytics or anything like that. All I know is that whenever I log into my Manly Anime Hero channel, it tells me that you lost this many subscribers. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, I know why they're not here. Because I don't really upload anything on this channel. It's just live streams now. So I get it if they're leaving because the big videos on this channel are the Kinnikuman stuff and the Devilman character profile and the Devilman manga. I think those are on this channel. Yeah, so I'm like, if you're looking for that, for me it's Thursday 11 a.m. to 8. I don't know. I need to check. I think it depends on when you first saw Turtles. If you grew up in the 80s, you liked the lighter Turtles. If you saw the old 3 Turtles first, you prefer darker Turtles. I guess it depends because in the 80s, because it's very questionable. Like, what is Gen 1 for Turtle fans? Is it the ones that started with the 84 Mirage comics? Or is it the 87, like, an 87 cartoon and the 88 toy line? Because you could say for certain, without a shred of doubt, that it was the cartoon and toys that would make Turtles a household name. It wasn't the original Mirage comics. It was all the cartoon what like cemented it into like, yeah, this is gonna be a thing forever. Turtles will never disappear from pop culture. They will never be off toy shelves. There always will be turtles. Always. I noticed that on my channel too. Yeah, oh, sorry to hear that. Everybody's trying to copy the tone of the Marvel movies, but that style of humor really doesn't work outside of those movies. I don't think they work in those movies at all. Because whenever I only seen very little of the Marvel films, and I didn't really care for like the banter or any jokes. Because the few ones that I saw, I just thought the jokes were like pretty bad, and that they ruined the tone. Especially like the Aunt May's death in the whatever the third Spider-Man movie is called. I forgot. The one with all of them are in it, because her death is so fucking awkward. Like, it's not handled great at all. It's like, it's just shit. I mostly watch old movies, TV shows, anime from the 80s, 90s, 2000s stuff from today, are not as good as back as then, dude. Yeah, it depends on the show. I don't want to like dismiss everything that's come out, because every now and then there's like something like Primal, and like, hey, Primal's great, and it's a new thing. So it really depends on what it is, but I think the most casual things are definitely like just stuff I don't care about. Because right now there's My Adventures with Superman, which is like it looks a lot like it looks totally like an anime, and it's basically like it's sort of very similar to the She-Ra art style, just done better. Uh, let's see stuff from today. Now, yeah, okay, there hasn't been that many shows that have grabbed my attention, but I'm pretty sure there's definitely things out there. I think it's because to your core subs first, but if the stream doesn't get big enough to attract new subs, that's always a negative. I lost 15 subs playing Pikmin 2 that way. Well, that's kind of the reason why I put the live streams on this channel, because if people just see games on the main one, they're probably thinking, oh, he's never going to do anime videos ever again. I don't care for the new TMNT film. Pacing was very weird. There's definitely things to rip apart when it comes to TMNT, especially Mutant Mayhem. Why does it say 2 watching and just clearly more than 3 people in this chat? Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, wait, because I'm looking at it through my phone. That's how I'm responding to things. Chainsaw Man is overrated for Windman. I don't know. Like, I purposely haven't watched that because I don't want to get inspired by it. Because I just feel like, no, I can live without it. Let me look for that. You've been writing a plot for your manga, man. Well, I wouldn't call it a manga, but it's definitely very anime influenced, because it's very more battle shonen oriented with like beat 'em up elements in it. I'm not really into the Marvel movies either. I just watch them with friends. Because Mutant Mayhem has like just the whatever. I don't know. Well, let me finish looking at this. I guess going back to Kiosk's question, like I got a I recently got the Lupin the Third, the second manga for Lupin the Third from Seven Seas. I haven't finished reading it, but it's been like, yeah, there's the craziest shit that happened in that Lupin manga is that Lupin has this injection needle that whoever he pokes with it thinks he's Lupin the Third. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how do you even do that? How do you put what do you put in an injection needle? Stab it at somebody, and then now they think they're Lupin the Third. What? That's even crazier than the suicide beam. What is this? I saw a topic online, hit reply limit titled, "You're only talking about the new Superman because it looks like anime." People really hate that angle, apparently. Uh, what is it? They don't know who Lupin is. Like, they never met him. I don't know, man. Because he just shows us out of nowhere, but it gets like super weird at the very end, to the point where like Lupin, like, what's going on here? Because the whole reason he has it is like a Deus Ex Machina of for someone to disguise himself, thinking that he's Lupin the Third. So then he gotta catches this fake person, or the cop catch this fake person that thinks he's Lupin. So yeah, And but the thing is, this is like brainwashing, and I don't know. It's like, is this a permanent thing? Is that will they forever think they're Lupin? It's like, what happens to the original personality? Like, oh, what is this weapon? And what makes it even fucking weirder is that Lupin injects it to a woman, and the woman starts undressing Lupin because he thinks he's Lupin. And then so I'm like, wait, Lupin, are you trying to screw yourself, or what's going on here? What are you doing? It's like, why did you poke her? For that reason. Oh god. I like Lupin the Third with the red jacket, Adult Swim back in the 2000s, and I like that I am a superhero song from Lupin. It doesn't match at all, but like the song is so good. But Lupin, you're not a superhero. Why you have that? That's not a Lupin special. It's the manga. It's in the second volume from Seven Seas because they're doing like a new edition, which are in compilations. It's the second volume. It's the one that's a green book. There's only 2 books right now that's come out. So this is the thing I'm talking about with the injection needle. I'm just like, what? The manga is just fucking crazy. I just can't believe its sense of humor. Its humor is so good. I'm just thinking like, man, we haven't gotten an anime that's like this funny. That's like the Monkey Punch manga. The Monkey Punch manga is like one of a kind. Some of the chapters did come out in part 1 and part 2 and maybe part 3, but like those stuff do have the manga stuff in there, but it's done differently. It's not 1-to-1 adaptations, but still the manga is so visually different. The energy is so different because even Fujiko is like Fujiko is funny too, and that's a strange thing to say because Fujiko like makes these comical faces and you don't see any of that in the anime stuff. You and I should do a video about Lupin, but it's all about the Italian smokehouses and art drawn on the walls. Yeah, like all those, like the cigarette shops with Jigen on. I wouldn't mind a collab, man. Like I'm totally down for it. I just don't know what to say because I don't have any real research about Lupin because I'm very inexperienced about when it comes to like the behind the scenes stuff of like anything. I just can't find like where do I go to find this stuff? Because there's a lot more Lupin experts out there in the world, like the ones that run Lupin Central and a couple other things. I wish Maki would defeat his father already, dude, for real. Well, he kind of does about the anime, because the anime comes out at the very end, so that's the closest thing we fight. You don't know about Lupin? Like, I know about the, like, I made a video, so I do know about Lupin, man. But when it comes to, like, behind-the-scenes stuff, like, I never get, like, I don't know, I get cold feet. Because I'm thinking, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some info wrong. I don't think I'm that good of a researcher. I'm sort of better at explaining things that it's, like, at surface level or, you know, just talking about, like, what's given to me. Whenever I have to, like, look up stuff, I'm like, shit. Where am I gonna go to find this stuff? I'm gonna have to look up like liner notes on the Lupin series and try to go from there because doing the research always takes a while or sometimes it's a collaborative effort because sometimes people share with me stuff. Yeah, I'm like, hey, there's this like this little section where Shinichiro Watanabe talks about Lupin Part 1. And it's like, so there's your proof that Cowboy Bebop has like a Lupin the Third influence. There's your undeniable proof. I'm surprised, to be honest. Just kind of wing it. You keep a folder open and keep adding cool stuff into it. Eventually, you have enough material. I guess so. I didn't think about that. FMA made Brotherhood for... FMA 2003 made FMA famous, but Brotherhood is for manga purists. I feel like collab with Kenny, you would get a huge sub boost, I guess. But I feel bad that I haven't seen many of Kenny's videos since, like, the Sukeban stuff from way back with the Kill la Kill and all that. Because like, I really need to look at more of his stuff. Because I remember like recommending him, and this was before he got even big. So it's like, oh, now that's awkward. My video sucks. Don't worry about it. Don't belittle yourself like that, man. No. God damn! Now I'm going for 3 hours of streaming when I'm like, I wanted to go. You don't let, no one lets me leave. It's like it's supposed to be a last call, but then you guys are like handcuffing me to the bar. How would you feel if Hokuto no Ken had a live action? You know what? Let me. I should be charging my controller or my yeah. I should be charging something while this like. I hope the sound of waves haven't been bothering you. I hope they make good ambience in the background. Because this is where I left the stage select. Uh, let's see. How would you feel if Hokuto no Ken had a live action movie or series from Japan on Netflix? I wouldn't be against it. It's just a case of like, if similar to the One Piece thing, it's like, well, how much are you gonna do? Like, I would prefer to just do like one really good movie, just one really good Fist of the North Star live action movie. That's all I want, just one, maybe two if the first one's really that good. And then like, okay, now if you get me excited, all right, then I want to see the other arcs, because I just want a good Shin arc just so people could start with that and not have to worry about, hey, Fist of the North Star season, the first anime, there's a lot of filler in it. And there's so much comedy stuff in there that's not in the manga that totally alters the tone from the manga, and the pacing too, because it's a super fast read. So I just want a good live action Shin arc. And then if it goes anything beyond that, then I'm curious. Like, okay, then maybe we can combine the Ray and Mamiya stuff with Raul, but then I'm kind of curious. Well, what are you gonna do with how are you gonna do Jaggy? Because you can kind of skip Amoeba. Like Jaggy does have like a maybe rewrite Jaggy a bit to be more associated with Raul, with the Keno stuff. Because I feel like the second movie. All right, let me try to guess stuff. If there's a second movie, then it should be like Kenshiro, Ray, Mamiya to rescue Toki, and maybe Jaggy's and Cassandra, maybe Keno's there. Basically, instead of like having the thing separated into two arcs, make it just one arc where they go to Cassandra, they fight a Uyghur, they fight some henchmen, rescue Toki, or maybe they fight Jaggy first before they go to Cassandra. And do some sort of collaborative effort. You might have to rewrite some stuff. Maybe the Fang Clan work for Keno, and then just end it with Kenshiro versus Raul, and that'd be like the middle point. And then movie 3 could be Souther, and like that movie 4, like we just do like the Five Chariot stuff with Ryuga, Juza, Fudo, and then Rao, and then end it with Muso Tensei. End it like the anime. I think you could do it in 4 movies. But there's definitely going to be a lot of rewriting for like 2 and 4. I think movie 3 with Souther and Shu, that could almost be done as is. Like there isn't really much to change, I think, in terms of like condensing and all that. But I do feel like unless they want to do something with Jaggy and make him like a bit more redeemable for later, I don't know, make it have more of a part. Oh wait, I forgot about the Toki and Rao thing. Shit. Ah. Or maybe you could still keep that in there, or maybe rewrite it, or maybe just let Toki live. Maybe just let Toki live. Just let that happen. I don't know. There's gotta be some differences in order to make all this work, but I think it's possible to make like one good live action movie, and if we're lucky, we could probably do 4. And then that's it. I don't think we need to see Fist of North Star 2 live action, even though that'd be kind of cool with Kai. Oh, but then again, like it doesn't necessarily need to be live action. I would prefer an anime reboot. Part of me just saying like we need a good Shin movie because there is no good proper introduction to the Fist of the North Star anime. There just isn't any. Like there's only the manga, which has like that's completely unfiltered by any obstacles. How's the Ryu arc in the manga compared to the anime when it was slow and boring? I don't know. The Ryu arc in the manga is absurdly freaking fast. I couldn't believe how short it was. I think it's like 5 chapters. I need to reread it because I was just sort of glimpsing through the pages in the book because I was like looking at the artwork and the color pages. I'm like, oh, I never seen this page in color before. But because I'm really debating like how important the Ryuga arc is because it kind of it might on my reread, I need to check to see like, is this arc really good or is this arc really bad? Because it kind of goes against like Raoul sparing Toki, and I don't know if it's stating the obvious with like, well, Kenshiro is good, Raoul is bad. So I don't know. I need to look at it again and like compare the anime because the anime does like add more stuff, like to establish the fact that Ryuga is related to Yuria like a lot more in advance. And it's definitely longer, and especially afterwards, where it goes into the recaps of like mourning, where Kenshiro's mourning everyone's death. Like oh, shit, like man, all these people that have died at this point, crap. Don't make me sin or boost you to the community tab on Twitter. I can do it. Oh. This is really early in the morning. Really? Is it right? Oh, all right. It's 2 in the morning for me. Is for you guys, it's like 3 a.m. Yeah, I need to end this soon. Why does Japan love Heart Sama so much? I see him a lot in merchandise. Is it because he's kind of like Abdullah the Butcher? I never thought about that, but I have noticed that for whatever reason, Mr. Hart seems to be popular. Because I know there was at one point where he had a YouTube channel, and this was like 2 years ago, I think. I don't even remember what the occasion was. I think it has to do something with Legends Revive. Either that or the fitness boxing, or maybe it was just something unrelated altogether. He just had like a channel for himself. I don't know why. And I know recently one of the 40th anniversary merchandise was like this Mr. Hart onesie, and I'm thinking like, why? Why? I'll catch you later so you can leave and move on to your life. Yeah, I know. I need to become better than what I am. They have a good taste is what I have. Hero, I would show episode 5 of Shin arc and then show episode 22 for someone to get into Ultimate, I guess, because that's really the thing. Yeah, Mr. Hart had like a YouTube channel, but I don't remember what the occasion was. Or maybe you can find it through like Anime News or Crunchyroll News, maybe, because I know he had a channel, but I don't remember like what was so special about it or what he was doing. I'm not even sure what it's called. Like, let me type in Mr. Hart because I don't think I'm gonna find it if I just type in Mr. Hart in English. And let me see, put search filters, type channel, apply. Yeah, I'm not getting it in English. If it exists, it's probably in Japanese or something. Or I'm hoping that channel is just not gone because I know that freaking thing existed. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Yeah, whatever. This is what I did for my friends years ago. Yeah, because I know I make the cheat sheet list, but I really wish I didn't have to do that. You know, tell people to like, you gotta watch episodes 1 through 5, and then you gotta stop halfway because when filler shows up, then you jump into episode 21 and 22. You can watch 21, like then you can go back and watch episodes 9, 10, and 11. Because that's the God's Army stuff, even though it's actually canon to the manga, there's some things missing, and then the things were rearranged where God is actually Shin, so they're part of Shin's army. You know, stuff like that. And I'm like, damn. I don't know what's the appeal of Mr. Hart, man. For some reason, Japan just like Mr. Hart for some reason. Because so far, the only justifiable reason I can think of is because Mr. Hart's the first person that can actually like knock Kenshiro down prior to the Shin flashback. Because of all the other enemies, Mr. Hart was like the first massive guy, and then he slaps Kenshiro down to the ground, I think, for one panel. And then it seemed like there was like a counter against Hokuto Shinken, but then like, no, I'll just like move your fat a little bit, and then boom, pop, you're dead. You're already dead. That's my only guess, or maybe it's because of the voice he had in the anime. I don't know. I really don't know. Last question. You ever use Japanese Wikipedia? I looked at it for once for Fist of North Star. I think it was either Kenny or Mercury Falcon, one or the other. It told me about to look into like the Fist of North Star. Yeah, I think it was Mercury Falcon that told me about like the Fist of North Star had actually had some problems with the PTA when the anime was gonna come out because there was worries that the anime was gonna be super violent for kids. It's like it was gonna be a too violent thing. And then along the way, the Japanese Wikipedia for 1986 Fist of North Star movie it sort of gave this implication, if the translation was correct, that there was going to be a second Fist of North Star movie back then, but it didn't happen. And I'm just like, oh, well, that would have been nice. I would have been curious. He's an early villain, makes him more iconic since more people have seen him. I guess so. I guess that's one reason, because technically speaking, Zed is the first giant guy we see. Even though that's a bit of a more of an oddity, because he's like barely taller than Kenshiro when he first meets him, but then when Kenshiro hits his pressure points, in the next panel, Zed is a freaking giant. And every iteration, he turns into a giant. It's like it makes no sense. The only one that's a little justifiable is Kenshiro Zero at the very end of the epilogue, because he's showcased to be like already a massive guy like before Kenshiro hits him, and then afterwards yeah, it makes sense why he's gigantic. But every other thing before then, he's like barely taller than Kenshiro, and then the next scene is like completely different scale. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to finish the JoJo Fist of North Star influence video. Maybe by the end of this month. For sure, it'll happen in September. If it somehow gets delayed till October, I'll hate myself. Southern Rao, the best villains for Hokuto no Ken 1. Yeah, they are. Although Jaggy was like Jaggy and Amoeba, they're like Jaggy, Amoeba, and the Colonel, like God's Army. Those are like some super violent villains in the Part 1 series. Like they're really like terrible, like the crimes they commit and their body count. Because the Fang Clan, there's one scene in the anime where the Fang Clan butcher a bunch of people to sacrifice them for like their dead like family members. I don't think that's in the manga, because I know for sure it's in the anime. And it's like it's just brutal, like how violent the beginning of Fist of North Star really is. Because especially with the Shin stuff, because there's like people, a lot of that imagery is not in the manga. I mean, not in the anime. Because there's like one scene in chapter 4. I want to say chapter 4. It's episode 3 in the anime, but it's not in there. Because there's a scene where this guy's being hanged is being hanged, and his daughter is like holding him up so he doesn't choke. And it's just like way too small to be holding an adult person, but she's still trying to save her dad, and it's like this pretty intense looking scene. I'm just like, holy shit. And then there's also like branding, and the God's Army people, they decapitate a lot of like civilians. And it's like gruesome, because the guy's daughter's like she sees her dad get decapitated, and like she's still freaking out, like even way after the fact. It's just like it's pretty intense stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason where Kentaro Miura got some of his ideas, because there's a Crunchyroll interview where he says that Fist of North Star really influenced him the most, but he doesn't specify how, what, or why it influenced him. He just says that Fist of North Star influenced my work, and just that's all he says. But I'm like, hey, that's all the clarification I need, man. I just need that proof. I just need you to say that. I just want Araki to say that out in the open. Like, Fist of North Star really influenced my work in JoJo. I'm just like, I just want to see him say that to Tetsuhara Bronson and be like, there it is, like undeniable proof. He finally said the thing. He confessed. But yeah, it's late. It's super late. Who influenced Going to Guy? Probably Shotaro more than anybody, and I don't know who else. I really don't know like the mangakas before Going to Guy's time. Like anyone from the 50s or 60s, that's like I'm clueless. I don't know who those guys are. but it's always surprising like who influenced who. But Shotaro Ishinomori, Gonagai was an assistant to him, so I can see a lot of his visual influences because Shotaro's like if you look at his Kikaider and Kamen Rider manga, like they have like some really dynamic panels, and I'm just thinking like Shotaro, you didn't have to go this detailed, man. Look at all this effort you're putting in the Kamen Rider manga. Because like the Kamen Rider manga is not like a super good manga, but but it's a story that's told really really well. Because I keep thinking about like the Kamen Rider jumping off Batman and like skydiving all the way to the ground to safety. It's like such an epic panel, an epic group of pages. And then like just seeing the detail on the Cobra villain and Batman's like fur and like on his wings and all that. I'm like, look at all this freaking detail in this freaking 2-page spread. Ah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure large part of Berserk was influenced by Vining's Jack, especially how Guts evolves the character. I heard the Kamen Rider Black manga is really good. I haven't seen that. Like the Kamen Rider I talk about is the original one, but I don't know. But yeah, I kept you guys awake long enough. Go to bed, because I think I'm gonna munch on something and then go to bed myself. And chances are ZNC3 is probably gonna do a live stream either right now as I'm about to finish, or tomorrow. But yeah, let me end the stream already. Let me get my controller and end it. Yeah. Alright, good